be frank. Get over all that fucking bullshit they raised you up here in America. They fucked your head up.
That makes you
they
question.
Fuck a lot of you guys head up, yo. I'm coming from another country. Yo, you want me to be 1,000 with all of you? They fuck your head up. They really do. They really did. They fuck your head up.
That's your perspective. But let me ask you. I'm going to ask me 3 concrete questions that you want to know about me. What questions would you like to know? Because I'm going to be honest with you, sir. Here's my opinion. Whatever questions you have, and I'm saying this respectfully because you came respectfully to me, it's really none of your business. Anything outside this app is nobody's business. Just like whatever you do in your personal life is none of your business.
Backpedaling!
See, it's funny how this app, everybody has a crystal ball back into the past.
I'm doing my personal life. What are you talking about?
Let me finish. Whatever you did in your personal life is none of my business. See, I volunteered my past to people. I didn't have to do that. I did it as a cautionary tale for people. But people like to weaponize that. So I say this and I'll say it again. Anybody wants to call me a sex trafficker, show me the sex registry, a sex offender registry I'm registered in. Because if you're a sex trafficker, that's a lifetime of registration. But they can't because I'm not a sex offender. They'd rather grab the lowest hanging fruit.
1 second.
Well, why do they get to have selective morality?
I'm here.
Why do you get to have selective morality, Dabs? I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question, Dab. Why do you in that house get to have selective morality when it comes to putting up a measuring stick to somebody else's lives? Why do you? Does that house specifically have that character flaw amongst the people who run it?
Well, go talk to the main.
Right, but you have a whole married man modding on your stage who's cheating with 4 different men on this app. Why don't you guys open up a room and gossip about that? Why don't you check your own people?
Hold on a second. Hold on, Dab. You gotta let me run my space respectfully, man. I'll get back to you, I promise. But I'm gonna tell you what happens. Right? I'm gonna put a headshot on it. You ready? I said some things that people don't agree with. I get it. It's a social audio app. We engage with each other. But then you get pieces of shit like Robbie Boy, down in the VIP section, who likes to talk about my past because he's so obsessed with it. So obsessed with my past. By the way, for you people who are new to the app, that was season 3. We've moved on past my past. Right? And I'm going to say it again. People like Robbie Goulet and the Goulet Mafia, like he likes the term, this piece of shit, right? He labels his friends and family as mafia. You're more detrimental to your community than I ever could be, you fucking idiot.
And we don't give a fuck about your fucking criminal past history, because guess what? A lot of us I've been to jail.
JD, let me say something, brother. Hold on, because he just mentioned my name.
I went to jail before, bitch, for aggravated assault.
Let me say this real quick. As I messaged you in the inbox earlier, JB. As I messaged you in the inbox, my name is Robert. First off, let me say this, Jason. My name is Robert.
Your name is Robert.
That's number 1.
Your name is Robert.
My name is Robert Gillette. My name is Robert Gillette. So again,
freedom of speech.
We gonna speak. We gonna speak. Are you gonna let me speak? Are you gonna let me speak?
No.
Did you call my name out? You called my name out.
You're a bitch.
I know you're lying.
You can say I'll say it to your face.
As I told you in the inbox. If I told you in the inbox.
What you told me in the inbox was you threatened me. Your threats are nothing because you're a nobody. You got a subject that's been spoken on 3 years ago, you fucking.
I'm gonna read you. Again, I'm gonna read you what I said to you today.
Make sure you use your finger and sound out the words, Rob. We know you're slow.
The whole crowd. I'm going to read the whole message that I sent to him today. This is what I told him. This is what I told him. Hold on 1 second. This is pulling up. Give me 1 second. Get back to my message.
Hey, Rico, I am a little happy.
But like I told you, I don't get nothing out of exposing you. I ain't going around this app talking about you. That's number 1.
See, here's number 2, you fucking idiot. You can't expose me. I exposed myself. I went on the app and gave the same fucking article that you have, you idiot. I passed it around myself. What are you exposing exactly? Is that the gotcha moment you want? Oh my God, JP was arrested. 16 years ago, asshole. I own 2 businesses now. I own my own home. You fucking wannabe rapper? Your music sucks, by the way.
No.
I listen to it. Yeah, Bray, he sucks. So he can say whatever the fuck he wants. But I'm telling you, guys like him are more detrimental to the black community than I ever could be.
Wait, Jay.
You get
Jay,
it?
Hold on, Adams. Can we play one of his songs?
Yo, JB is cooking right now, man. Yo, when JB starts cooking, man, please do not interrupt him, man. It doesn't matter. He don't need no ad-libs. He don't need nobody else around him. Just let him get his shit off,
Mute up.
please.
Then mute up. Thank you. JB, let's play one of this guy's songs.
Damn, the fuck?
Somebody has to find it on Instagram and play it, because I'm not tech savvy, Mojo. I don't know how to do anything.
Yeah, because I mean, niggas only feel some type of way because they got a bean. I know that.
Wait, is that the song that he did WAP with Megan Thee Stallion? Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
And here it was. I thought he was just famous for playing Bubba Gump on Forrest Gump.
Look, man, I didn't bring the smoke to him. He brought it to me. Start threatening me. I'm gonna expose you. You heard what he said? He just said it. I didn't want to expose you, but you threatened me, you fucking idiot. You're so late to the fucking party, you dummy. I brought that shit out myself years ago. Years ago. You're late to the party, dummy. Go make another fucking rap song nobody's gonna listen to. How about that? Robbie Goulet and the Goulet Mafia. I'm just going to say this, and this might be a little controversial, but here's the truth. When you label your family a mafia, you idiot, do you know how many bad connotations come with that? But you're so fucking tough. The Rob Goulet Mafia, Robbie boy. Shut the fuck up. You're a nobody. You'll always be a nobody. You're lucky I give you a voice on my stage. Now kick rocks and go suck some cock. How about that?
I just want to say, like, JB, when
JB cooking edible, yo.
When JB came out with that and told us his the story, I remember I was fucking in that case, dude, like investigating. I was.
Pocket, we read it together. Like we literally read it together, Pocket.
I literally spent $50 to try and find JB on a sex offenders registry list because I was in that case, dude. I was so invested.
Wait, what did you find? Did you find
nothing?
Jay, we read the whole case, Jay. We read the whole damn case.
Anywhere, and I literally
it was crazy. I can't even believe that you were arrested. To be honest with you, people
that put this on him. That's what I want to know. Who's
the idiot that lost an argument? You know how it goes, Craig. The same reason why I got clipped. The idiot that loses the argument. They'll go and do this weird back channel shit. They'll call for people to be mass reported and try to silence people, as opposed to just having a strong argument. So I mean, we've seen this fake outrage, Craig. You're on count what? 369.
Yeah, exactly.
369 to be exact.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't dismiss. Hold on a second. KK, don't dismiss the charges. How about the fact, and let me speak to the black community. I know, KK, you have half black children, so you speak for the black community. But let me ask you, Craig, let me ask you a question. Respectfully. Do you believe that when a black man gets arrested, they overcharge him? Do you believe that?
In every single case? No, I think there's some situations where it happens.
Okay.
I don't think it's all the time, though.
But I'm going to say this, Craig. Check this out. Well, let me say this. It's not just black people that deal with that. They wanted me to rat, and I wouldn't rat, so they overcharged me. Now, if you don't believe that, people, that's your fucking problem, not mine.
Conspiracy. My baby daddy did 8 years in federal prison because he didn't tell on somebody.
Lil Kim went to jail for not snitching. Lil Kim went to jail for not snitching.
My kid's father did 8 years in federal prison charged him with conspiracy because he didn't tell on his niggas, his homeboys. And he knew about the whole drug-oriented thing, whatever they had going on, but he didn't tell.
Let me go to you, Imperial. Imperial, how you doing tonight, man?
It's good, yeah. You know it's a different thing when you're dealing with the races, though, the court system, right?
Listen, bro. You've been in my rooms. You know how I feel about it.
No,
and some people won't agree with the statement, but the crack in the corner is telling you systemic racism is real and is definitely real in the court systems.
Yeah, but it goes all over. You know me, I'm the one with the white mother. You know, I go in these rooms, I get caught. You know, your cracker mother and this and this.
That's systemic racism.
But here it is, it's side by side, but I don't take that. You know why? Because I have thick skin, okay? I learned the word nigga from white men calling my mother nigga lover when I was a kid, so I don't, that's why I don't play racism on any level, you know what I mean? And when people start talking, my business partner, damn near 15 years, he's a Jew, okay? So, like I said, at the end of the day, racism is fair, that's a big thing that I stand on, and it goes all over. Like I said, people, life's too short for the BS. That's my big.
Honestly, Imperial, that's probably one of the most base, real things that I've heard a person, basically say. Like, people complain and say, oh, well, you say these things about black people. Listen to what they said about my mother. Am I going to have more loyalty to my own damn mother where I came from in between her legs, or a fucking black community where I'm more inclined to be robbed by those people as opposed to my mother who gave me life? Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
All right, let me jump in here. Thank you. Dab, hold on one second. Because I want to welcome YB to the stage. YB, what's good?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, man? You said some polarizing things the other day, but I let you speak. Right? I didn't shut you down. Say, what are you talking about? You're wrong. You can't talk about your own people that way. It's crazy the gatekeeping that goes on this.
Wait, hold on, Jay. After you're done with that, I want to call out that bubblegum person calling us white trash while he has sex tapes out, okay, of him doing porn and fucking bald-headed white men in hotel rooms. So, bubblegum, why don't you come up and explain yourself after Jay's done having a conversation with this person?
Thank you.
Go ahead, JP.
Well, here's the thing I don't understand. And let me just say this: how the fuck do some of you people know all this stuff? I don't look into any of you people. I take you for what you say on the stage. Yeah, once I leave the stage, it's just bizarre to me. But YB, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just chilling right now at the crib, hanging out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But what is it? What's the topic? Fake tough guys, racist, pseudo intellectuals come get me. Yeah, you know what, JB? What's so wild is the one person I think his name was Rob Gillette, the shaving. I think, was it shaving cream?
Robbie Goulet.
Oh, Gillette? I thought it was Gillette. Like, okay.
No, that's the Walmart version of that, bro.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah. See, I'm going to go there.
Very valuable.
It's dangerous. They got women with, like, fuzzy slippers and bonnets and shit, so I can't go there. It's not safe. Yeah, JB, it's so crazy to me. It's like, when you say something that people don't like, or you don't agree with them, they like to use that word racist like so loosely. And I don't think you've ever used those, like, anything that was like racist against people on these stages before, JB. So it's crazy how people just like they have this fake boogeyman that they want to call people out on, and it's false.
Oh, thank you, YB. Let me just.
It's really hilarious. Like, JB, you might say something to where they get offended because they don't like what you said. No racism at all, but it's because, if they just say it, everybody else will believe it. And I think that's the biggest issue on this app, which is why people get clipped for stupid shit.
Thank you, YB. Let me say this, man. I don't know, for those of you who've been in my space, and you really pay attention to how I move around in my space, right? A lot of times I'll say, hey, I'm going to step away for 5 or 10 minutes. Do you know why I do that? Because I like to let the other moderators take control of the space, because this is their lane. This is CEO's lived experience. This is Nye's lived experience. This is King's lived experience. This is Anthony's lived experience. The cracker in the corner knows when to stand down. But the cracker in the corner is also the one that opens the rooms to give my friends a space to talk. Let me tell you something. There's a young lady on my stage right now. I'm not even going to attempt to say your name again. I know you told me 20 times. AUZIA. You people want to learn something? Follow this young lady. One of the best speakers I've ever met on this app. I've been on this app 5 years. AUZIA, how you doing?
Can you tell us how to pronounce your name, please?
I think it's Azaya. Azaya?
It's Azia.
Azia, damn, I fucked it up again. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
How you doing?
It is a nice name, though.
Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm just listening. I wasn't there earlier when all of this happened, so I'm just taking it off.
So here's the thing. I threw so many flowers at this girl the other day. Wow. And I got so much smoke for it. How dare this cracker compliment her and say she got a nice PTR? How dare this cracker say that was one of the best shares I've ever heard on this app? How dare I do that? Crackers aren't allowed to compliment black people. That's some crazy shit to me. That's crazy. And here's the truth, and this might be a polarizing statement. Go look in your hallways and look at some of the titles you got going on. In this space, we have a conversation. In those spaces, you have echo chambers. You have people disparaging each other, talking down to black women. That's the real thing I can say. And anybody that disagrees with that, by all means, say something now.
No, amen to that.
I disagree.
Well, listen, Lucifer, I'm in no mood for your God shit tonight, so go to the audience. Go ahead, Nye.
No, what I was going to say, I was thinking that very thing earlier, but I didn't want to say it and, lose my black card. But I was thinking earlier, listen, this is one of the few spaces where black folks can come together, agree to disagree on issues that aren't about black women attacking black men and black men attacking black women. You go into the hallway, and most of the titles with blacks as the host, not all, but most of the titles is something about black women this, black women that, black men this, just black people hating on each other. And this is one of the few spaces that just happens to be hosted by a white dude, ironically, where black people can come in here. It gets spicy, but guess what? We're not attacking black femalehood and black womanhood. So I appreciate that at least.
Thank you, and I appreciate it. YB, hold on a second. Let me go to Tall Lady, then I want to say hello to North Jersey. Hey. Tall Lady, how you doing?
I'm good. I just came to the room and I was like, let me hop on here because the topics are always good. I'm not on here a whole lot anymore. And so, yeah, thank you.
Can I ask you a question, Tall Lady? Because you and I have always had a good dialogue, and I respect you.
Sure.
I say that sincerely. And I know you don't speak for everybody. I'm just asking your opinion. Is there an issue with the cracker in the corner here? Is there an issue with white people holding black spaces?
Well, I've always gotten in trouble. Well, I'm lying. I've had challenges in probably the past 6 years being a white person.
Is she black?
No.
You're not black?
This happens. No, ma'am, I am not.
Are you Asian?
What the fuck is going on?
I'm kidding.
He said about black spaces, so why the fuck? I'm just trying to get some clarity.
First of all, let me just say this, and I won't take up any space.
Adams,
okay, no, hold on. Tall Lady's my homegirl. Tall Lady, follow me back. Okay, I got clipped. She has black children. This woman is very much so in black culture, and I will argue to say that she's probably more black than a lot of people up on this stage talking about being pro-black.
Not more than me.
All right, so I'm going to ask you your piece. Is there an issue with a white man holding a black space?
No, but sometimes if they're gaslighting, I feel you're really genuine. Like people that hold black spaces and they're like playing and gaslighting, they're just wanting content. Yes, I think there's a problem with that. But I think you hold your spaces for one because it's going to get the people coming in. But I think too, you really want to know, and I think that you already have somewhat of an understanding of some of the things that black people have experienced. Do you know wholeheartedly? No, you're not black.
But she's raising black children. Blackness is a part of her legacy. You do practically understand that, though, your piece, right? Like, we're not talking about some little Vicky chick. Go ahead.
Hold on. Oh, your piece. Hold on a second. So let me go to, give me 1 second. Hakima, you there, Hakima?
Yeah.
I hope you're not in the Matrix, man. No, I can hear you. So I know you have issues sometimes with my rooms, or how I run my rooms, or the subject matter. But does it bother you that I open up spaces? And by the way, I don't open up spaces with the intent for it to be a black conversation, by the way. That's really the truth. When I usually do my titles is, which community this, which community that. It just happens to flow to the black community because they're the ones that'll speak on their community. But if Jews came to the stage, Italians, Australians, I wouldn't give a fuck. We can talk about their community too. But Akima, you think it's an issue that I open these rooms?
I mean, I wish you wouldn't. I mean, not just you, but I wish you would handle it differently. If you did choose to, like, get more balance. I know you, like you said, you mod for different reasons, but like, I'm sorry the person, I ain't gonna say his name because they're not here, but like to center themselves with their opinion, and it's just like, it goes on for all. Now, it repeats itself, so it gets kind of cringe with some of the people how they center themselves on the topic. But I'm just not a fan of racial theory. Like when I was modding and helping make some time, like when I got left the room, I would not let it go to race. Like I just wouldn't do it. I mean, I'm just not a fan of race rooms because they not there for a genuine purpose most of the time.
Well, let me ask you.
For you, but
let me ask you a question. Do I moderate a good space? It's just yes or no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you moderate this, but you moderate the, I mean, yeah, it's effective. I mean, it's way worse moderating that goes on. I won't say it's too much better moderating going on, but it's definitely way worse. You run an organized space. I mean, for what you do.
So when we have these other spaces where and then let's keep it real, where they're calling black women bitches, they're calling them hoes, they're saying they come from broken families, whatever the fuck they're saying in these rooms. So I think that doesn't, and you know what? And did I move Anthony down 3 times today?
Oh yeah, I'm saying right. But that's part of his country though. Is to jump on black women, they got diseases and things like that. Adam's also he said that's where he goes, not just here. He was talking about black women a lot, but yeah.
Thank you, Hakeem.
Can I say something, Jay? Just because my name was brought up, I'll be very quick. I'll be very, very, very quick.
Jay, go ahead.
Okay, so Hakima, do you know how many black women that I've helped in in burdened circumstances, just from being on this app? While people listen to the things that I say on this stage, people don't understand the takeaway and the impact that I actually leave people with on this app in doing business with them off of this app and actually changing and helping people in bad places. So, it's really crazy to me how people want to say I go after black women and X, Y, and Z. Hey, I left my family on Christmas to actually go and help a black woman from this app who is struggling, who is absolutely struggling, okay? And helped her go and put her life into a positive direction. So, it's really crazy to me how people want to say that I drag black people and I say this about black people. Listen, y'all are not following me with Kardashian cameras behind me all hours of the day. Y'all hear a very, very small segment of my life on this app. Let's stop the fake outrage.
Thank you, Adams. I want to go to Dap's been trying to. Why, I got you. But Dap has been patiently waiting. I'll come to you next. Dap, are you there?
Yeah.
Please don't chew on Mike. Finish eating.
I'm not. Hold on.
Okay.
So, I was in here when you saw Anthony. Based off of what he was saying, JB, I'm in here when you're defending certain things when people accuse you of hosting these type of rooms because they think you're a racist when you're not. I'm in here with a lot of things that go on. I'm in the goo.
You're also chewing in our ear.
Motherfucker, shut up. So I think that auntie, mother, daddy, uncle genes kicking in. So, JB, I don't have an issue with you. I was in here earlier, I listened to some of the things. Like I said, I don't, me and Anthony, we chop it up. I like Anthony. I don't have a problem with Anthony. Some of his talking points I do have a problem with. But at the end of the day, I don't have a problem with you because you do defend certain type of things as a Jewish New York City Jew. JB, I came to New York City. I came to love a lot of people. I grew up in New York City like we did. I came here. I'm not born or raised in America. I'm not born in America, but I came here as a teenager, like I said. Came to New York City. We all connected a certain way. We all got a lot of issues. We all know what New York City is about and the East Coast. So, at the end of the day, JB, you cool. You good money to me. Some of the other people near Seal and why I'm in the goo, I listen to some of you when you talk. Yeah, y'all good money. But earlier I just did not respect what Anthony was saying when he was saying about black Americans, because black Americans is cool. You know what I'm saying? A lot of black Americans, they are not poor, destitute. They're not. Just cut it out. a lot of the things he was saying, I didn't appreciate.
Okay, but he's not here to defend himself. And let me say this, right? I don't agree with 90% of the things he says, right? But he said something politically correct that was probably one of the smartest things I've ever heard him say. And people are so fucking dumb they fall for it. He said, I can come off my mic, and I know how to get you guys to come, each and every one of you to come off your mic and say what I say. And that's brilliant. He's playing you guys. You guys are playing checkers. He's playing chess.
Yeah,
he knows exactly what to. Let me finish. I got it. You said that 50 times. I get it. But here's the thing. You people really need to start paying attention and hear what people are saying instead of just listening to what they're saying. He's playing you people, and you're all falling for it. Because the truth is this. Hold on, Akima. Let me finish, please. I believe he don't believe 90% of the shit he spews. He likes to set the conversations. I'm well aware.
I even said that early in the room, JB. I said that to them early in the room. I did. All right,
thank you, Dad. Dad, Akima wanted to jump in. Hey, Akima.
I was gonna say, like, he say that. He do say things that get people off the mic, but you can do it to him as well. And you called it out earlier when you had talked his chin is because like all I gotta do is say boom. I ain't gotta say him. He coming off the mic, so he can be triggered just as well. But he's not as much of a genius you give him credit for. But he can. I definitely did that to him all day today and got him off.
Well, Hakima, let me say this. And this applies to some people in this room. Not you, Hakima, because I don't believe it this way. I find it fucking hypocritical and funny as fuck. I'm sorry? What'd you say?
Oh, that was an accident. Sorry.
It's okay. I find it funny as fuck that a lot of people will poke the bear and then they get shocked when the bear bites back. The victimhood on this app is historically incredible. Everybody likes to... Hold on, Adams. And that's really the fucking truth. People will go in the chat and say the most egregious things you could possibly say, and then they wonder why. Wait, did he just call me a monkey? Why would I sit back and say, listen, I'm gonna keep it real. When you say disparaging things, don't cry when you get the smoke in return.
Let me
People are hypersensitive on this app, right? You can't say certain things without expecting a response. Have a little thick skin, just a smidge. I've been dealing with what I'm talking about tonight for 5 fucking years. My skin is like a rhino. But you're not gonna fucking call me a racist when that's the farthest thing from the truth. You're not gonna call me a sex trafficker because that's the farthest thing from the truth. Bring receipts, bring facts, and we'll have the conversation. Adams, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, it's again, it goes back to the fake outrage. I will never forget the day yesterday. Miki, of all people, was calling a black man the N-word. Did anybody move Miki down to the goo? Did anybody call for Miki to be mass reported? No, they didn't. So again, it's all selective bullshit. It's a game that a lot of people like to play, and I'm not falling for it anymore. This whole, super sensitivity where you cannot say anything that's labeled as anti-black. Yeah, these are the same type of people accusing everybody which way under the sun of cocksucking, being a fag, and all this other bullshit. So again, you want to call me an expletive? I'm going to call you a fucking monkey.
Well, let me just say something, man. And I'm going to say this because you're my friend, and I think you deserve the truth. You gaslight the chat a lot of times where people don't even say anything to you. And then you get a response. I've seen it. So,
who, me?
You're going to say, yeah, you.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. At 100%, absolutely, 100% absolutely.
So you can't, so let me finish what I'm going to say. Don't sit here and say, oh, they're punching down on me. But a lot of times, Adam, the truth is you bring that smoke onto yourself. Now, I'm not saying you're not entitled to your opinion, but there's a way to massage the message you want to get across without using some of the nastiness that you use. Because you have to understand, there's people in these spaces, and I'll put a headshot on him. My man CEO, he's pro-black. And when you call a woman a black bitch, he's going to stand up. So don't sit there and say, oh, I don't understand what
he sure does. CO protects us.
Well, this was also the same person that moved down a mod that you modded because he got very sensitive about his difference of opinion, having nothing to do with calling anybody a black bitch. So, you know, it is what it is, right? So no. What I think is very weak.
I've been clipped over 100 times defending black women, so we're not going to be.
And as have I, Craig, as have I. What I find to be very weak is the same person, instead of calling for people to mass report me because they didn't like something that I said outside of their fucking feelings. While it's very funny that other people are able to make slurs and expletives, you know, in front of the same person, yet, you know, the fake outrage is against me. So, you know, I hear where you're coming from, but miss me with that shit. CEO, you are weak. You are weak as fuck. And just like how you were stuttering through that argument with Roger, where you were trying to pretend like you read some law that you didn't even fucking read. Okay, we see you, bro. We see you. You're an op.
Adam, you're whining.
Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up.
You got caught.
All right. If you unmute, I'm moving you down. I want to give CEO a chance to stand on the square. That's CEO.
Yeah, I'm so confused. I was like, wait a minute, is he talking about me? So let me make sure I understand. You repeatedly called some woman in there a black bitch. I didn't see it. I'm modding the room. He gets on the mic and says, this is ridiculous. He's calling us a black bitch. This should be reported. And tell me what your problem is with me.
Oh no, when the recording comes out on YouTube, we're going to hear it from start to finish. So again, and you actually threw in some ad-libs in the middle of that. So don't sit up in here and lie like you know how to do very best. Okay, and say, oh, I was just picking up my phone and stop, miss me with that bullshit, CO. The same way that you moved down SIG, the same way, excuse me, I'm not finished. The same way that you moved down SIG when you had a difference of opinion with what the fuck he had to say having nothing to do with black women. What the issue is you don't like constructive criticism and you don't like an argument that's well-researched and more valuable from an intellectual standpoint than yours. That is what the fucking problem is.
Yeah.
No, miss me with the respect shit. Listen, miss me with the respect shit. Stand on your square, bro.
Adams, you gotta let him talk, Adams.
Stand on my fair if you shut the whole fuck up. Because you got the wrong motherfucker. Let me just say something. Dare you?
Oh, now the thug's coming out.
Fake. How dare you call somebody fake? And your dumbass never says anything intellectual. You're always saying low-brow shit, degrading people, talking about people, cursing people out, calling people's monkeys and bitches and hoes. You got a doctor by your name. You didn't be in the fucking school. You sound idiotic and stupid. And me and Mojo had a good conversation. It was about a bill. We talked about the bill objectively. I have no problem with Mojo. You know what I can't stand? Anti-blackness.
Who said you had a problem with him? He ended the conversation before he fully embarrassed you. You're talking about being an expert on a bill that you didn't even bother to read. You didn't even bother to, now I got him outside of his feelings. Now I got him outside of his feelings. And I'm talking about shit. Go.
I got you. But Adams, I'm not going to bring you back up if you're going to keep interrupting. Let the man get his square, and then you can come back up. Yes.
Yeah, but he does that. He interrupts. He's irritable. Every room he's in, he's a jackass, irritating people, irritating women.
I can't just let you talk about Adams like that. He is an asshole.
I got one thing that I don't like, and I don't like people who speak anti-black against my culture. You do that, and you're going to have a problem with me. I can take a little bit objective. If it's for the upliftment of my people, I can take responsibility. My people. But if you attack my culture, you got a problem with me. You sit on this stage, you call a woman a black bitch multiple times, and she didn't do anything to you, and you got a fucking problem with me. Bring your bitch ass on. Meet me in the motherfucking streets, motherfucker.
Breach.
But you're doing exactly what he wanted.
Yeah.
You're getting outside your body. He wanted this reaction from you.
Just for him to complain afterwards about the reaction towards bags. Like, that's what I don't get. The whole complaining about sensitivity this, sensitivity that, when you've admitted that you do this, that you gaslight motherfuckers into believing that they were sent towards you.
I meant what I said.
Oh no, not you, Theo. Not you, Theo. I'm talking about Adam. I'm talking about Adam, not you.
Excuse me. Listen, Ricky Martin, this ain't your fight.
Adams. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Hold on. Let me just hold on. Can you guys not hear my fucking voice?
I don't think they give a fuck.
Well, if they interrupt me again, they'll find out. Look, this is precisely, and JB and I have this conversation behind the scenes, like where I prefer not to have conversations about race. In fact, my preference is to talk about ideas and not about identity, and this is precisely why. Even when you get intelligent people on a stage, even when you get diverse opinions on the stage, it very quickly turns into a conversation about person versus person rather than the issue itself. And it's very hard to guide that conversation. I know this from personal experience because I ran many rooms when it comes to race. It's very hard when people have identified in a particular way and then you start talking about ideas, there's this connection that they make that, oh, I'm going to take this very personal. And then all of a sudden we get into an argument, we get off topic. My preference is always to talk about the ideas, not about the identity. It seems to work better to have an intelligent conversation. That being said, we all know that some of the best arguments have been when it got really personal. And for those of you that missed season 1 or season 2, I'm just kind of over that type of communication. So I would prefer to have conversations where people are just intelligently talking about their difference of ideas. And if your ideas are informed by your identity, you could weave that in, of course. I just think that we get ourselves in trouble when we leave the back.
I think you attacked my identity, though, didn't you?
I just called you a closet homo. I'm sorry.
A closet homo, but I'm just saying, if you're a homo, just say that, man. Like, don't be in a closet. If you're gay, just say you're gay.
Yeah, peace, man. Stop, please. You make me
why won't you just say he's gay?
Well, it's his business. Who cares? I don't care. To be honest with you. But I want to say something here real quick. You heard what Mojo just said, right? He tries to dissuade me from doing the rooms. But he'll stand by me when the smoke. See who's standing next to me on the stage? That's a friend. That's loyalty.
Yeah, but if you're gay, just say that. We're going to like you either way.
Stop it. Stop it, please.
Don't be lying about it.
I'm going to ask you nicely. Please stop. Thank you. So I want to welcome, let's welcome Pepe to the stage. Pepe always has something good to say. What's up, Pepe?
How's it going?
How you doing?
Doing all right. So, go ahead. What's your question?
No. I was just going to try to give you a reset, but I want to hear what you're going to say.
No, I think a reset would be better, personally. I mean, I've been listening in a little bit. The thing is, like, when I would make the rooms like I used to, like, I was deliberately provocative, though, so we were a little bit different. But, I mean, do you remember, like, anybody who made rooms, they pretty much, people try to start drama with them and call them out and talk shit, and so...
Pepe, let me ask you a question. You think
we said that, honey.
Okay, I'm not dealing with whoever this is. So, Pepe, do you think white people it's okay for white people to open black spaces? Black topic spaces?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you see, black people make rooms on this app about every fucking group. Mainly, they do it. It's like internal shit, like black men versus black women, but you do see them making topics about others, so I think it's fine.
XG, how you doing, XG? I'm sorry, Pepe, you want to say something?
I was just saying, you don't really do the provocative ones, though, where you're like, you let black people get bullied. So, I mean, I don't see why people would have an issue with it.
Oh, I was called a racist today because of the rooms I opened. Amazing.
Oh, yeah, and Rob, he's a shit starter. He'll go, whenever he sees me in another room where it's primarily black, he goes, oh, you know, he's racist, he says the N-word. And then people, like, laugh, and they're like, oh, Pepe, really? You know, like, nobody cares, at least because they know I've already done that, so.
100%.
Let me say hello to XG. Thank you, Pepe.
Yeah.
XG was good.
What's up?
You want to jump into the conversation, or you just want to hang with the cool kids?
No, just hang around for a little bit. I just found it a little bit funny, and watch, he's gonna pop off Mike in the middle of me saying this shit because he doesn't know how to have any self-control. But in the middle of it, I just find it really funny that the one person who's always super sensitive about people's reactions towards them 24/7, and the one person who purposely provocates those reactions out of people, is the same one bitching about how everyone's so sensitive, how no one has a backbone, while at the same time, you can't say the name Adams without him coming off mic in the middle of your fucking response. And then, well, actually, let me say something really quick, because my name was addressed. And all of a sudden, we're the sensitive ones. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. Like, it's not that difficult. I just find it real ironic that the one motherfucker who wants to call black women bitches is the same one who has to go ahead and take all their mannerisms and speaking patterns just because they came out.
Got it. So at the end of the day, listen, I'm not pressed about what the fuck you have to say. Unlike you, I'm not worried about mi familia getting deported. So maybe perhaps get off a Clubhouse and help them pass.